Drew's True Lesson by Margaret Mason. Illustrated by Rachel Ivany. Decodable Story 42. Peacock Hill Farm was a happy place. A nice breeze blew. Pretty peacocks strutted in the yard. Crows grew fat on the farmer's corn. Not all those at Peacock Hill Farm were happy. While people praised the peacocks, Drew the crow grew tired of being ignored. Drew wanted to feel important too. Drew spotted a peacock plume speckled with dew. He admired its deep greens and dazzling blues. What would it be like? In Drew's unhappy brain, a plan was brewing. If only he could have a few peacock feathers. Drew gathered the peacock's cast-offs. On Tuesday, Drew had new plumes and a tube of glue. Soon, Drew was strutting like a peacock. He felt quite fancy. A few crows spotted Drew. Drew thinks he's a peacock. What a fool. It does not matter what you think, Drew told them. I don't need you plain old crows. Drew's new plan was to spend his days with the peacocks. But the peacocks had their own plans. You are not one of us, they told him. Go back to your own crew. Now Drew was sad and blue. He hung his head and heaved a sigh. Slowly, Drew flew back to the crow's tree. Peacocks can't land in our tree, yelled one crow. You don't need us, remember? Yelled another. And so Drew flew sadly away. Then a wise old crow spoke up. Don't be so hard on Drew, she said. He made a mistake, but you have too. Then she flew off to find Drew. The crows knew that what she said was true. Drew threw away his peacock plumes. Drew was still blue and shed a tear. Don't cry, Drew. I want you to fly back to the crew where you belong. Drew gave the crows the sorry they were due. Slowly, Drew's crew forgave him, and Drew felt better. He groomed his glossy black plumes. After a while, Drew said to the crows, Did you know that peacocks can hardly fly? It's the truth. That's why they walk from here to there. Drew knew he was happy to be with his crew. Drew learned a true lesson that day. He knew never to pretend to be something he was not.